Don't think too much, just do it this way. If you want to make a narcissist suffer forever, everyone has the basic human need to be acknowledged and valued. However, problems arise when our need for approval becomes self-centered. When we let our egos get so big that we're willing to use people as pawns to get what we want. Unfortunately, we all know someone whose conduct meets these classic descriptions of narcissism. You can only imagine the anguish of being a narcissist's manipulated target. What if, though, there was a method to make them suffer? To begin, I do not think that vengeance is ever the best course of action. However, there are strategies you can use to shield yourself and establish limits when interacting with a narcissist. Furthermore, 10 methods are provided below for coping with narcissists in your life. Get started. Ignoring a narcissist is a surefire method to make them feel awkward. This is due to their inflated sense of self-importance, which explodes into a rage at the slightest slight. You can ignore them directly by not responding to their messages, or indirectly by avoiding any kind of interaction with them. As they hate being vulnerable and having their control taken away, the best way to make a narcissist suffer is to show no interest in what they have to say or feel. Second, don't pay attention to their criticism. One surefire method to hurt a narcissist is to remain emotionally stable in the face of their criticism. Narcissists are known to be harsh critics of others and to take pleasure in putting people down. It can be difficult to keep their judgment from damaging your already weak sense of self-worth. Keep in mind that those who criticize you are simply displaying their own insecurities. Finally, narcissists may avoid you if you exude an air of self-assurance. They attempt to make up for their own shortcomings by avoiding those who share them and instead resorting to making others feel bad about themselves. They are always on the lookout for an opportunity to criticize others, which betrays their anxieties and the need for acceptance. As one's sense of self-worth grows, one becomes less susceptible to being manipulated or controlled by others. You might make the narcissist angry and less able to trap you if you challenge their sense of self-assurance or superiority. Fourth, the best method to make a narcissist sad is to share your joy with the world. Narcissists are extremely egocentric people who are threatened by the success of others because it takes the emphasis off of themselves. You may prove to them that they have no impact on your life by just enjoying it. Never seek a narcissist out for validation or solace. Distract yourself from things and people that make you happy. Narcissists don't give a damn about how you're feeling and may even take pleasure in your distress. The desire to fulfill one's own vanity is the driving force. But you shouldn't let that bring you down or steal your happiness. 5. Do not provide them with any assistance. Narcissists are incredibly egocentric and will go to any lengths to keep the spotlight on themselves. You may want to appease them by giving in to their demands and lavishing attention on them, but this will just encourage them to continue to push your buttons in the future. The best strategy is to do nothing for them and to ignore their wants altogether. Narcissists have such short attention spans that if they are unable to achieve what they want from you, they will soon go on to someone else. 6. You should not give any of what they say any weight. Narcissists are defined by their insatiable need to satisfy their own desires at the expense of others' feelings. Someone may say something nasty to you to provoke an emotional response. Remember that what they're saying isn't about you, but rather about them projecting their own issues onto you in an attempt to deal with them. Don't allow them to alter your opinion of yourself or make you feel bad about being better than them. Don't give them the satisfaction of witnessing your reaction to their insults. Just let them roll off your back. The 7th quality is the willingness to decline firmly without remorse. Narcissists are ruthless exploiters because they thrive on power and control. They acquire what they want by making others feel bad about themselves for being unable to meet their needs. Victims of narcissists often feel helpless since they are used without receiving any benefit. To protect themselves from narcissists, some people choose to just say no. You are doing the right thing by avoiding their tricks. Narcissists are completely self-centered and indifferent to the feelings of those around them. 8th, honesty should always be defended. When someone is made to feel inadequate by a narcissist, or when their values or beliefs are challenged, they are more prone to get defensive and feel the need to apologize. However, apologizing only bolsters the narcissist's position and perpetuates the humiliation cycle. This sends the message that you agree with and enable the narcissist's destructive actions. Being one's true self, no matter how unsettling it may be, should never be apologized for. Do not give the narcissist the satisfaction of making you feel small by disagreeing with them. Instead, take up for yourself. The approbation of a narcissist is meaningless since everyone, including the narcissist, deserves to be treated with respect, love, and kindness. 9. Make them face the consequences of their behavior. Narcissists think the world of themselves and consider themselves superior to all others. They're not interested in hearing any kind of feedback, including constructive criticism. This is why it's so important to address their damaging behavior head-on. Clearly communicating that they will not be accepted and setting boundaries is essential. Narcissists must be confronted directly if they are to be held responsible for their actions. This strategy can mitigate the negative effects of narcissism and motivate more constructive actions. Narcissists are experts at deflecting responsibility and are skilled manipulators. They frequently shift responsibility for their own actions onto others. An integral aspect of standing up to a narcissist is calling them out when they make mistakes or act rudely. They could become even more impolite if you try to treat them well. As a result, they could shy away from circumstances that could expose their vulnerabilities. 10th, while dealing with a narcissist who is trying to manipulate you, stick to your own rules. It's important to set clear and rigid boundaries with a narcissist because their behavior won't change based on what other people think. Despite initial niceties, the narcissist may turn to manipulative tactics, such as demanding things they have no right to or asking for favors they don't deserve. You mustn't fall for their tricks. Usually, saying no or "I'm sorry, but that's not going to work" is sufficient. If the narcissist persists in their approaches, you can avoid further interaction with them or leave their company. Narcissists are extremely careful to protect their fragile sense of self-worth by avoiding any circumstance that would subject them to criticism, threaten their status, or cause them to feel inadequate. That's why they put as much work into upholding their good name as they did into earning it in the first place. It may be necessary to entirely cut relations with a narcissist and remove them from your life to prevail over them. Remember that the key to defeating their deceptive tactics is to set firm boundaries and stubbornly refuse to agree with their requests. Please let us know if this video was helpful by liking it and subscribing to our channel. I appreciate you sitting down to view this.